Greetings, Guardians. This is Olympus Alliance, your go-to place for Titan domination, hero mastery, and game-breaking strategies in Hero Wars Alliance. Today, we're diving deep into one of the darkest forces in the entire Titan universe. Mort, the all-consuming hunger. If you thought darkness was just about defense, think again. Mort flips the battlefield on its head with one of the most unique support skills in the entire game. He doesn't just weaken enemies, he feeds on their power and turns it into a weapon for your team. Let's break down the full Mort experience, from skill to skins, from artifacts to rhythm, and reveal how to unlock his true destructive potential. This is the complete path to making Mort the most dangerous power broker in your entire darkness lineup. Let's go! If you're playing Hero Wars Alliance on Android, now's your chance to save big with Huawei's app gallery. For a limited time, you can get up to 25% off the Golden Pass and receive 15% back in Huawei Points on every purchase, every day. This special campaign runs from June 9th to September 1st, 2025, so act quickly. Just click the link in the description and download the game through App Gallery. Your game progress is completely safe, simply link your Google or App Gallery account, and you'll pick up right where you left off. Make sure your device country settings are supported, including Austria, Belgium, France, Germany, Italy, Ireland, Netherlands, Poland, Portugal, Switzerland, Spain, Turkey, Ukraine, United Kingdom, and more. Don't miss these exclusive rewards. Tap the link and power up your Hero Wars Alliance journey today. Mort's signature skill is Shadow Rampage, and it's exactly what it sounds like, pure, calculated devastation. Here's what it does: Mort targets the enemy with the highest attack and curses them. That curse does more than look spooky, it steals part of their health and physical attack, then redistributes that stolen power to all Darkness Titans, including himself. We're talking about two key transfers here. Plus 193,526 physical attack to your team, that's 25% of the enemy attacker's own physical attack. Plus 154,820 bonus health to your team, that's 200% of Mort's physical attack. And those effects last for a full 8 seconds. Think about that, your entire Darkness squad gets stronger, tankier, and deadlier, while the enemy's most powerful attacker gets crippled. It's a direct transfer of momentum from them to you. And in this game, tempo is everything. This isn't just a support skill, it's a battlefield reversal. Shadow Rampage slices power from your enemies and floods it into your team like a tide of pure darkness. Now, here's the deeper magic, because the strength of this transfer depends on Mort's own physical attack, your build, your artifacts, skins and stat control, directly determines just how powerful this buff becomes. The better you build Mort, the more you take from your enemy, and the more your allies receive. That's why your first priority with Mort should be to understand rhythm, not just power, but how fast that power cycles. Now let's talk artifacts, because Mort's artifact set isn't just strong. It's synergistic. Each one fuels his identity as the heart of the Darkness team. Starting with Nephthys's Vambraces, Mort's weapon artifact. This is where things get explosive. At max level, this artifact activates with 100% reliability every time Mort uses Shadow Rampage. That means no guessing, it always fires. And what does it do? Plus 120,000 physical attack, to the whole team, for 9 seconds. That's right. Your entire Darkness squad gets juiced up with raw strength the moment Mort casts his skill. And when you combine that with the stat-stealing effect of Shadow Rampage, what do you get? A double surge. First, you drain the enemy. Then, you amplify your own team. The result? Immediate battlefield dominance. But here's the twist, like all artifacts, if you overlevel this too fast, it can delay Mort's skill timing. And timing is everything. If Shadow Rampage comes out too late, your buffs arrive after the danger, not before it. So what's the smart path? Keep Nephthys's Vambraces at absolute star, but don't rush it to 120. The sweet spot is around level 100 to 110. That gives you a solid team-wide damage boost without slowing your ult cycle. Your goal with Mort isn't to max numbers, it's to max rhythm. Buff early. Buff often. Control the battle before it spirals. Let's move to the second artifact, the Crown of Darkness. This one's a hybrid weapon, offense and defense combined in a way that fits Mort's role beautifully. At full strength, the crown gives plus 255,000 bonus damage to fire, earth, and water titans. Plus 100,500 extra defense against those same elements. This means Mort becomes both a force amplifier and a bit of a wall. He makes your darkness team hit harder against the elemental trio, and helps them soak more incoming damage from them as well. But remember what we said earlier, stats are only part of the picture. The real question is, how often does Mort get to use Shadow Rampage? Because the more energy he needs to charge, the longer your team goes without that critical buff. So don't max this crown too early. Like the Vambraces, it should be taken to absolute star, but capped around level 100 to 115. That gives you durability without sacrificing skill uptime. Again, your win condition isn't bulk, it's frequency. The faster Mort fires off Shadow Rampage, the more often your entire team transforms from a brawler squad into a darkness-powered war machine. Now, let's take a look at Mort's third artifact, the Balance Seal. At first glance, this looks like a pure stat stick. But don't let it fool you, this thing directly affects the engine behind Shadow Rampage. At max level, the Balance Seal gives plus 97,500 physical attack, plus 3,975,000 bonus health. Sounds good, right? More attack means stronger buffs. More health means survivability. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. Health affects energy gain. And in Hero Wars, Alliance, that energy gain is percentage based. The higher your health pool, the slower you charge your ult, especially if you're not taking consistent damage. And Mort is not meant to be a frontline tank. His job isn't to absorb, it's to cast. So we play it smart. Physical attack. Yes, we want that. That improves Shadow Rampage directly. Health. Yes. But in moderation? Too much, and you tank your own tempo? That's why the ideal balance seal path is between level 90 and 105. Enough to fuel the buff, not so much to bog down your cast speed. Mort isn't a bruiser? He's not a finisher. He's the dark conductor of your Titan orchestra, and your goal is to keep his music playing. And now, the final piece of Mort's build, is skins. Mort has 2 skins available right now. Plus 196,800 physical attack from the red skin. Plus 2,627,975 health from the green skin. And just like his artifacts, these stats directly influence the effectiveness of Shadow Rampage. That red skin. It's the real MVP. More physical attack means a stronger buff, more power stolen from your enemies, and more strength transferred to your allies. It's your #1 priority for improving Mort's impact. No question. But that green skin. It's a double-edged blade. While it does give Mort survivability, it also inflates his health pool, which, once again, slows down energy gain. And if Mort casts his ultimate too late in the battle, your buffs may come after your teammates are already gone. So here's how you balance it. Red skin, take it to level 40 to 60. That gives you excellent power gains without blowing up your stat profile. Green skin, cap it around level 15 to 30. Just enough survivability to keep Mort alive, not enough to delay his skill. It's not about making Mort durable, it's about making him decisive. If you build him with rhythm in mind, frequent ultimates, steady power boosts, and tight energy control, Mort becomes one of the strongest support titans in the entire game. But if you overbuild, if you max everything and chase raw numbers, you turn a battlefield maestro into a sluggish tank. And that's not how darkness wins. So, Guardians, what have we learned? Mort is not your typical titan. He doesn't lead from the front, and he doesn't finish fights alone. He empowers. He redistributes power. He punishes the enemy's strongest attacker and transforms that power into a team-wide surge of unstoppable darkness. To master Mort, you must master his rhythm, keep his stats tight, his energy flowing, and his skill casting often. Don't fall into the trap of overbuilding. Instead, sharpen your focus. Understand that every stat point has a cost, and every Shadow Rampage cast is an opportunity to dominate. If you do it right, Mort becomes the dark heart of your Titan lineup. Silent, deadly, and endlessly hungry. And now it's your turn. How are you building your Mort? What level is your Nephthys' Vambraces? Have you felt the power spike when Shadow Rampage hits at the perfect moment? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Titan deep dives just like this. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and as always, salute and friendship.